Hey guys, well, this is supposed to be a good happy video today. Had a great morning. Worked night shift last night. Didn't get down here till about 7:15. The spot I'm hunting you can get to from two sides, so typically I'll ride up and look at the top side to see if anybody's up there, and then I'll swing back around and go through the swamps to get to where I'm going because the deer are up high. Alright, so I get up there and I check my one spot. Man, there's somebody there. I go down to the next side of it, which is probably, I don't know, it's a mile by road, but by woods it's kind of tricky to get down to where I actually hunt, where I think the deer go through. And there's somebody in that spot too, you know, and it's gun hunt day, so alright, man. So I said, well, I pull over just on the side of the road. I'm talking about halfway buck naked, taking my work clothes off, changing into my hunting clothes because it was so cold this morning, 29, 23 down there in the bottoms. So I get dressed and everything, and I hear a shot. And not only do I hear a gunshot, I hear a gunshot 500 yards from me that is super close to where that deer I've been hunting is. I'm like, you know, it's one of them bone-chilling, oh, nose kind of going on. So I go up and I kind of wait around a little bit, and I go up and check where that guy was parked, and wasn't nobody there. I said, well, I'll just go back around. I got another spot I'll hit, you know, no big deal. And I start going out that way, and the guy from the first pull in there, I noticed a guy, you know, coming out of the woods. And I slow down just to ask him if he needs help because it's early, he's coming out, you know. And, you know, told him my deal, you know, who I am. And, well, it turns out he shot a nice 8.2 down there. Well, he was very modest, you know. He's like, I shot a little old 2-year-old, and turned out to be a really nice deer. So I get up with him. I asked him if he heard the other shots, and he did, because not that far through the woods. And we go down there, we get his beard. But we go down there and get his deer, get it out to his truck, and get it loaded up and everything, and did a cool little interview with him. I'll have that on the page. But I get down there, and it's really cool. His name's Tommy Harris. He's a great guy. And I feel like we're going to, you know, have a good friendship from now on, and be able to help each other out and share knowledge or whatever. But, so, you know, that's cool. Everything's great. I leave there, and I'm like, man, it's like almost 9 o'clock. But there is a place that I hunt, and it's a rut spot. It's one of those rut spots that's close to the main road too, and it's good unless anybody hunts it. If you go in there and you don't go in there the right way, it blows it out. I mean, almost immediately. The deer bed on a ridge, looking over a out of a clear cut, but over a creek on this knob of there. And it typically has, you know, a lot of good deer on it. So I said, well, I'll just sneak in there. Thermals were still falling because it was so cold. So I get all the way down close to the bottom. I'm gonna sneak in. I'm gonna just go up there and hang my saddle and sit for an hour because it'd be time for me to go home and take a nap. I go in there. I never make it up the saddle, to tell you. I walk in there couple hundred yards, and you know, I'm walking slow. It's still crunchy, little frost on the leaves, so you know it's gun season. Yeah, I mean, I got a gun hunt. That's kind of great for me right now, considering how my close calls have been this year. Well, I'm sticking through it, and I look up and I see this really big, nice, mature doe. I thought it was a buck at first. I said, man, that's got to be, you know. And it had two little fawns behind it. Looked like doe fawns. And they're coming across there. So there was 3. And they go in there and they go into the top of this little knob where I think they're bedding. Well, I'm wanting to make it another, I don't know, 100 yards probably. And I can sit down and I can see this other area where deer come in. So I go in there and I take 2 or 3 steps. Bam, here comes 3 more. Alright, they're going into the same knob. Alright, that's cool. So I turn back around and I said, well, I could probably shoot from here. It's thick now, it's a thick area. And then I see a buck come through. Problem with that buck was when I seen him, he's 30 yards to my left. This is a yearling doe, probably a little 8-point, I'm guessing, 7, 8 point. Not a basket rack, but 2.5-year-old. And he's there, and he's walking straight at me. I hear him kind of do one of them little half snort things that blows out his nose, because I guess I scared him, and he scared me too. He jumped out, went back down the hill. Well, by the time this is over, by 9:45, so I've been in the woods basically 45 minutes now, I've seen 10 deer. 2 bucks, maybe 3. The other one would have been small. 2 really big does. And I get out clean. The way I came in and the way, except for that one deer saw me. But he didn't know what it was. The wind never hit him. I know I scared him. But he never really figured me out, I don't think. Just there's something there it wasn't supposed to be. So that said, man, I've had a great morning, I got to meet somebody new that I think is going to be a good friend. Probably, he just felt like a good friendship kind of struck up. Probably for years and years to come, probably be able to carry on a friendship. Go out there, get to see a bunch of deer. So I go down and I pull my cameras out. So I'm wanting to get them out of the woods. Whoever it was that was coming in on me a little bit, well, they've moved into that spot. I went and got my cameras, and there's a little old 6 or 7 point. There's that bigger 6 point, and then there's 3 or 4 does. I mean, there's some deer moving through there, but no signs of my big deer. He's just dust in the wind, as the song goes. So I'm kind of mad about that. But I come out, like I said, it is what it is. I hadn't been back in there. Left the camera so, they can tell me the story. So I leave there, and I'm leaving out, and I see another guy. It looks kind of like he's coming down. I thought he might be dragging something or whatever, but, it's the rut, and I like meeting people, so... Well, I guess talking to this guy, offered him help, and we talked, this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying this guy did that because he may be listening. If you are, I'm not implying that you did this. But beside his truck is what looked to be a decent doe with the head cut off, the 2 back hindquarters and the back straps gone. And then a fawn from probably last week where somebody shot a smaller deer and just, left the body there. And I'm not saying that you can't leave your carcasses in the woods. A lot of times I pack mine out and I do the same thing, but they're legal. And like I said, I don't know who did it, don't care. If somebody calls and asks me anything about the guy, I won't say nothing. What I'm saying is, though, guys, we already got enough problems with these daggum liberals and the ones that they're trying to take all our rights, trying to take our gun rights, trying to take our hunting rights, trying to take our hunting land. And then we got people out there doing this kind of stuff, being outlaws and stuff. I mean, there was so much meat left on that deer. Both front shoulders were on there, all the neck meat, and a lot of people don't get neck meat. I do. Of course, the ribs, a lot of people don't get. A lot of times I'll trim them off and grind them. But I mean, literally 2 hindquarters and not even a good cut on the back straps. So that kind of ruined my morning. I'm going back, tired. It's 12 o'clock. Been up since yesterday after about 3.5 hours of sleep. I think I got up at 3 yesterday, so been a long day. Now it's been an aggravating day because, you know, I love these animals and I love hunting them. And I want this to be here for our kids. So just think about it, guys. If you're gonna do that, trim them out, cut them back, you know, cut them down in the woods, I guess. But don't bring them out there on the road where everybody can see them. Happy hunting.